It's National Yoga Day today, so get in some weird position and listen up to the podcast. I think that's what you do with yoga. I don't know. This is today. Welcome to This Is Today, the podcast that features the stories that make this day unique. It's Monday, June 21st, 2021. I'm Russ, and here's what you need to know about today. Yeah, International Yoga Day today. The thing that I know is from the TV shows where you kind of get in the weird positions. They've got like all these weird names for it, like the downward dog, whatever it is. You're bending and stretching. That's all I know. I've not done yoga myself. I assume there's more to it than just what I think it is from, I don't know, Three's Company. I remember Jack Tripper doing it in Three's Company way back when. Kids, that was a television show from the 70s and 80s. Anyway, Yoga Day today, international. So not just here, but everywhere on the planet. So what does yoga do? I needed to look this up. And yoga improves strength, balance, flexibility. It helps with back pain. Maybe I should be doing this. It helps to ease arthritis symptoms. It benefits heart health, relaxes you, and it can give you energy and brighter moods. It also helps manage your stress, and that's probably where the better mood comes from. There's some dangers, though. You can strain yourself just with, any exercise. You can do that. You can also have joint issues, or it could have problems with the carpal tunnel if you've already got that. Maybe I should just start doing yoga, and then I would perhaps not say as much, but then I would say om a little bit more. Yeah, I worked all weekend on that joke. That's all I could come up with for yoga. Let's move on to the next one here. National Selfie Day today. And I don't know. I could see where at one point in life it made sense to have a National Selfie Day because perhaps not everybody was taking selfies. And it's like, oh, well, let's get people to learn about taking selfies. Let's start that. Let's make that a thing. I'm thinking now, perhaps specifically with certain people on my Facebook page, there should be a day without selfies, a non-selfie day where you actually go a day and don't take a photo of yourself. There's a ton of selfies taken. In fact, I don't know how they got this research done here, but in 2015, there were 93 million selfies taken each day. I'm guessing that number has gone up over the last 5 or 6 years here. I don't know. Take a selfie today and perhaps take a selfie of yourself doing yoga or drinking a smoothie because it's National Smoothie Day as well. And the only thing that I can tell you about smoothies is that the largest smoothie ever was 1,065 gallons. It was done in the Netherlands and it was done back in 2017. So it's been 4 years since we've had a record on the National Smoothie Day. So if you could, somebody, please put together a giant smoothie today. Send some pics to the Guinness Book of World Records so that we can perhaps have a new record next year. That would be awesome. It's also World Music Day today, so you can listen to some music while you're doing your yoga, taking your selfies, and drinking your smoothie. I don't know if you should drink a smoothie while doing yoga. I think that's probably a bad thing. But anyway, World Music Day today. What started out as the French Music Festival back in 1982 became, well, I already said it, World Music Day. What is this for? Well, it's about equality and opportunities for people to learn how to play and get, taught on how to play instruments, how to sing, all of that. I should probably be doing that as well. I'm not the best singer, not the best musician. I did take an instrument in middle school. And I think I learned one song. That didn't work out so hot for me. Basically, though, today you should showcase your accomplishments to the world for World Day of Music. And check this out. I've got a couple of music events. Before we get into our actual events, I'll tell you a couple of music events. 2015, Taylor Swift told Apple that they needed to pay all artists royalties that they deserve, or perhaps she was going to pull her music from the store. That wouldn't do so hot since that's always one of the top 100 albums. And Yeah, so she was fighting for other artists in 2007. The Spice Girls said they were going to get back together. By the way, they're going to do that again. So if you missed it in 2007, which if you're a super fan, I'm sure you didn't. And if you're a super fan, I'm sure you're really excited that perhaps they're hinting at another reunion. They might be doing a reunion tour pretty soon here. I don't know. We'll see how all that works out. Not a big fan myself, but that Tell Me What You Want, What You Really, Really Want song, that was pretty good. And then back in 1975, Love Will Keep Us Together hit number one for the first time. And it was number one for 4 weeks. I believe that was Captain and Tennille, right? Yeah. Back in 1975. It's also today. I saved the best for last. There is one more national day. I was sort of waiting on this one because I really don't want you to do this. It's National Take Your Cat to Work Day. I don't think that's good for the cat, and I don't think that's good for your coworkers. Don't do it. But it's a national day, so I guess you can if you want to, but I wouldn't be very happy if everybody brought their cats into work. Cats are not animals that like to do that. Now, if you work from home, perfectly fine to have your cat. If you're working at an office, not so much. Don't do this. Let's not take our cat to work day. See, we need a not selfie day, and we need a don't take your cat to work day. I'm going to work on that stuff. And while I'm doing that, we'll take a look at our events for today. We're going to go back to 1788 for our first event, and that was the ratification of the United States Constitution. Yeah, so 2/3 of the states were needed to ratify, and there was only 13. So they got 9. And there you go. The 9th state signed on this day, and you've got a constitution. Now, the Continental Congress didn't actually put the new constitution into place until September 13th, 1788. The federal government began operations under the new form of government on March 4th, 1789. And of course, GW, the original GW, not the George Bush one, the George Washington. He became president a few weeks later. In 1975, on this day, I already told you that people were listening to Captain and Tennille, the Love Will Keep Us Together song, but they were also heading to the theater because it was opening weekend for Jaws. Yeah, I remember watching this as a kid. Now, I was 1 year old, 1 year old when this came out, but I remember watching this on like HBO on repeat, and oh man, this one would freak me out. I didn't want to go to the beach for a little while. This was actually based on a best-selling novel. That's one thing that I didn't know, actually. Peter Benchley was the author, and Peter actually has a cameo in the movie. He is a reporter. He actually used to be a reporter as well. The book and the movie were pretty different, though. The book had an affair with Hopper and the chief's wife. That was left out of the movie. And also, instead of the local businesses trying to get the beach to open up, it was actually the mafia. So that book took a little bit of a different direction. And speaking of direction, of course, this was directed by Steven Spielberg. He had plenty of issues with the mechanics of the shark that they were trying to get past. Well, he got pretty creative. And also, the shark wasn't even put into the movie till about 3/4 in because they had so many issues with it. All right, one more here. Tiger Woods in 2014 announced that he will be playing golf again after a 3-month hiatus. And of course, he is on another hiatus due to the car accident that he had. He's still rehabbing and unable to play at this point. All right, let's take a look at our birthdays for today. Prince William was born on this day in 1982. Rebecca Black, that Friday song? It's World Music Day, so I gotta throw that one in there. She is 24 today. Lana Del Rey, another songwriter, singer, is 36 today. Chris Pratt is 42, and Juliette Lewis is 48. That's your look at June 21st. Thanks for listening to This Is Today. We do our best to pull together all the correct information. If we made a mistake and you heard it, you're super smart, and we're super sorry. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and give us a 5-star if you think we deserve it. If you'd like to make sure that we cover something on a future episode, let us know. Just head over to our website and give us some feedback, some suggestions. Just tell us a story, whatever you want to do. I hope you enjoyed learning about today. I'm Russ, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.